Today we're going to be drawing a golden retriever that's going to look like this when we're all done. So to get started, you need a pencil, eraser, and then something to draw darker outlines with. So I have a pencil and a Sharpie marker. And to begin with, we're just going to be sketching gently. So instead of pushing really hard on your paper and making dark lines, I want you to push really lightly and just make very, very light lines. So to begin, we're going to make kind of a teardrop shape. So if this is a teardrop, but we're going to kind of pull it lopsided like there's wind blowing on it. And so we're going to draw a shape like that. And so this is going to be our dog's nose. And then we'll add an oval with the point. This is going to be our dog's nose. And then kind of in between over here, we're going to draw one kind of a lump, and then we're going to draw another lump. And then from here, we're going to drop, and we're drawing a triangle that kind of goes down. This is going to be our dog's ear. And then from this corner where these two match, we're going to draw a line down and then kind of straight. And going from up, from right underneath this point right here, we're going to draw up and then make kind of a or an upside down V shape and a crescent coming down over this way. And then after that, over here where we made a little bump and a line, we're going to draw one little tooth, and then from there, draw a loop out like that, go down or go over like this, and then we'll draw two lines like that, kind of looking like a dog already. And then we'll draw another line over there. So this is our sketch outlines. And now grab your eraser and you can erase your lines gently. So that way they won't be in our way as much. Hopefully you can still see over here. And now you could grab either a marker or a pencil. I like working with pencils. So I'm going to grab this, and then now you can push a little bit more. So to begin, I'm going to start right here so this was our kind of our tear shape, and start from here. We're going to draw our dog's top of the head. And then I'll add, and as I'm doing this, I will add, golden retrievers are kind of fluffy, so add some lines over there. And then we're going to add some fluffy lines over there. And then here's the ear. Add some fluffy lines there. And then instead of following this line, I'm going to follow it a little bit earlier and make a little loop up like that. Go here. And then draw our nose. And we can draw two little half circles inside over there. And then follow our curve down and up to that point. And then all the way up over here. And then over. And then we have the point that's going to be one of the teeth. Our tongue. You can add a little line in the middle if you want. You can add some fur down there. And then we'll make a line with some curls over here, some curls over there. And I think I'm going to make my neck a little bit thicker than that. So add some lines over there. And now we're almost ready. We just have to add the eyes. And so to add one eye, I'll make a half a loop over here and then kind of going straight across, making a second circle over there. And then if I want my golden retriever to look at me, I can color in this pupil over here. And then draw another circle inside over here and color this in. And then we can give it some eyebrows. And then we'll color in. You can, if you want to draw a little highlight right here, you could leave a little area white. And then color all the rest of this in. And then same thing with the inside of the mouth over here. You can color all that in. And there we have our golden retriever. And then if you wanted, you could add some lines over there, wherever you wanted. And maybe some dots for where his whiskers are supposed to be. If you wanted to add some whiskers, doggies kind of have short little whiskers, so you could add some little whiskers over there. And there's our fun little golden retriever. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.